Hello there. I'm Lieutenant Bright Noah, leader of the White Base, the 13th Autonomous Corps. The rumors said you were good, but I didn't expect this. It appears, though, that the enemy still has some fight left in them. We'll be counting on you to get us through this, so don't give up.
Alright then, folks. Hello then. Welcome back to some more Journey to Jabububuru, I think we're doing today. Anyway, so I know I said I would do the Zaku story this time, or the Zeon story, but I actually went through the issue of unlocking things with the ground Gundam, which I gotta say is much, much worse than every other mobile suit I've used in this game, but we've finally unlocked it. We can fight the Blue Destiny if we really want to. We're also a major, because we completed, you know, everything. With everyone. So we're actually gonna do this, because I want to try it.
I heard people talk about what a terrific pilot you are, but you is a really great pilot too. What do you say we have a friendly battle to settle which of you is better cut out for the Blue Death?
I have a vague understanding of who that is, and if it is that operator chick that I can never remember her name to. Very, very apt voice actor. I really wanted to punch her in the face. So we could use the Gundam, we could use the GM Sniper too, which its melee is a lot better than the Gundam's, but the beam rifle isn't as much. We could use the ground Gundam, which is absolute crap, but like the best unit at knocking anyone down ever known to man. But we're actually going to go with the gun cannon, because it is by far my favorite mobile suit in this game. You can shoot the shit out of anything, plus it has really good armor. So if I remember correctly, all we have to do is beat the Blue Destiny, and then we unlock it. And oh, and by the way, they're talking about Yu Kojima, like Y-U-U, but they keep pronouncing it actually as you. Which is interesting. It is technically the correct way to pronounce it. But in English, it makes no sense. Like, it made a lot more sense in Japanese, because that's a fairly common name sometimes. These days it isn't, but at the time it was. So this here is the Blue Destiny version 1. Basically, it was a ground GM modified by Moses Chulist to house his exam system, which the exam system is basically a machine that allows old types to fight like new types by harnessing the soul of a 14-year-old new type who's trapped inside of there. Who, in the weirdest way, doesn't like adult men being inside of her. Which, originally I just thought it was kind of, you know, I'm stuck and I'm gonna die, but somebody actually clued me into that a couple of months ago, and it's like, makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so we just killed Yu Kojima.
Results were beyond expectation. You know what? I think you may be a new type.
What ranking did we get?
That was awesome, wow! I'm sure you can handle this machine. You know what? I'd even say you're ready for the whole exam system. Now do a good job!
And Phelps just pushed Simona off that box.
A new mobile suit has been assigned to our unit. I would like you to please review the manual right away.
I completely support pushing Simona off everything. Preferably a cliff, though. Fuck that guy. I mean, like, every time I play him in SD Gundam, he gets shot down almost immediately. So, now that we have the Blue Destiny, I think we're gonna do this one.
We've received word that the Zeons are going to pass through a neutral industrial city in Asia, and then hit our...
Yeah, we've heard this before, and the Zeons makes me sad. But, so, it has the 90mm machine gun, a head Vulcan, rapid fire, whatever that is, and the beam saber. I'm curious to how we ignite the exam system, though. Probably, like, hold down the triggers and hit square, maybe? I know there's a bunch of stuff that the game just doesn't tell you how to do, that you can do with mobile suits. Like, there's a boost slash, even. Yeah, so we have the Federation 90mm machine gun, back in the day, this was the common thing for the ground GM and whatnot, but it wasn't really widely used because beam rifles were better. But due to Origins, God, the melee on this thing's good. I still can't swing worth a damn, but it's good. So according to Origins, actually, due to the ammo shortcomings early in the war for Zeon, Zeon actually did employ this on quite a few mobile suits. Or did employ the 90mm machine gun, I should say. And so it was actually widely used, and the thing with the 90mm machine gun is it actually used the anti-air bullets the Salamis and Magellans used. So the Federation had shit tons of it lying around. So the fact that they didn't use it was kind of confusing. But then again, Zaku's were kind of tough to take down with these little piddly machine guns. I want to try out Rapid Fire, but I'm assuming it's going to be something like the Ground Gundams, which was absolute ass. It was basically Head Vulcan Swarm. Oh. It's literally just the chest machine gun. Or wait, no, I was actually using the chest machine gun. Alright then. Combine my favorite part of the Zaku with a good melee. Why not? Oh, did I not kill that? I thought I killed it. Oh, no, I did. It just was taking forever to explode. Okay. I'm assuming we're actually going to have to fight, like, the High Gog wave. I think they were High Gogs. They might have been Act guys. But I fought it once before on the Sniper 2, I think it was. Like, it got pretty intense. I will say, though, the melee on the Sniper 2 is so good. Yeah, so eventually the Blue Destiny 2 and 3 would be created. They were actually full-on Gundams versus this one, which just pretends to be a Ground Gundam. It has Ground Gundam parts, but it's actually based off of the Ground GM. The 2 and 3 were actually built with Gundarium and were pretty freaking useful. Though I think those were also built off Ground Gundams, thinking about it. But yeah, 2 and 3 were basically clones of each other. Though 3 had a stronger version of the exam system. 2 would eventually be stolen by Nimbus Schwartzen, I believe his name is? Or his last name is? I forget. But he was the main antagonist who piloted the Effort Kai in the manga and in the game. It would eventually be stolen, and Chulist, who developed it, would be killed because Nimbus didn't want anyone else to have access to the exam system. Though eventually, had Nimbus survived and the GPO-2 not been destroyed, it would have been taken out and put into a Geon, which became one of the strongest units ever used in the 1-year war. He did that was in Gihren's Greed. He, however, died, so that never came to be. But yeah, you would use the second Blue Destiny to fight, or the third Blue Destiny to fight the second. And, you know, eventually survive and free Marion from the horrible agony she's been in for, like, 6 months or whatever it's been at this point. Wow, somebody actually tripped me up there. That was cool. That Gaff was trying to melee me. You would eventually, you know, survive all the way to the Axis shock in 94. Or in CCA, basically. I forget exactly if we find any actual information as to what happens to him after the war. But he survives up to that point and either survives by having Amuro, or getting caught by the, or no, he catches a Neo Zeon pilot and eventually gets blown up while pushing Axis back, or he survives, depending on which version of CCA you're watching. But he's that one Federation pilot who tries to grab out the Garazulu pilot who jumps out of the way. But we don't really know what much happens after that point. He has kind of, Blue Destiny, though, is his kind of like, right before he's gonna die flashback. He's one of my favorite characters, but, you know, that's just because he doesn't talk and he's pretty much an asshole. Alright, I don't know how to use the exam system. If the exam system's even a thing in the game, which it might not be. I was thinking it would be... Oh, we're at the edge of the map. That's why it's not letting me go any further. I was thinking it'd be like one of the triggers, or... Maybe it's square and triangle at the same time? No. If anyone knows, I'd love to find out. But honestly, right now, I don't know. Oh, there's even a walking mode. That's good to know. That was select. I've never actually clicked that before, apparently. Oh, that was an easy kill. That's a dome. Oh. Okay, all we did was fight a bunch of domes. That's no fun.
Results were beyond expectation. You know what? I think you may be a new type.
Sure. I think we'll do one more mission with the Blue Destiny. I'll play with it a little bit more. And then I'll just beat the other one off camera and we can do the Alex stuff afterwards. Yeah? Or no? No, let's do 3. Let's do the canyon. I actually really like the Blue Destiny. It's actually fun to play. Come on. Alrighty then, we're back. Oh, okay, that's BDI. I thought that said the Blue Destiny 2. I was like, wait, what? So apparently to use the exam system, you actually have to take a ton of damage. Which makes sense. I mean, like, that's how it's supposed to work. Theoretically, they're able to manually turn it on, but you was too nice to do that, and everyone else didn't really know it existed. And eventually would go crazy when they were having immense emotional reaction, I believe, is how they explained it. I just love how you can defy physics and, like, go backwards and forward on your own in the air. It's great. So who knows, maybe eventually I'll take enough damage to use the exam system. I'm trying to not use the excuse of trying to use the exam system for not blocking. But mostly I'm just being lazy today. I've played way too much of this weekend, so... Oh, I need to remember the missile spam, too. Oh. Oh, no, it's that one that's still alive. Yeah. I believe they spawn up here. Oh, no. Way over there. Okay. This should have a Galf and 2 Zaku's. This is the one that I always ambush from long range. Oh, whoops. You guys saw him, like, just casually floating there, right? I wasn't imagining that. Just kind of casually floating around. Damn. Then again, I could just stand in a couple of explosions to get the, to get enough damage to get the exam system. But who knows? I'll probably end up needing it. Also, the fact that when you're out of ammo, it still plays it like you actually fired missiles. That's funny. Oh, there is one way down here. Dome? No, just a Gav. The game doesn't actually give a shit whether your allies survive or not, so I generally tend to ignore them, or use them as targets. I got a Galfa and a Dop with that. That was awesome. These are the domes who love hiding in the canyons. Or no, there's a Gauf there. Oh, that's a Zaku, never mind. Looked like a Gauf from far away. I'm assuming these are the canyon doms? Yeah. And let's see, there's 2 canyon doms there. I'm assuming some, like a Gauf's gonna spawn on the other corner or something. These guys are really annoying to fight. Especially when you don't have a good melee, like on the gun cannon. Then again, I did Superman punch one of these guys one time. So I was super happy about that. And apparently there's a boost slash you can use in a situation like this. That makes this kind of combat like super easy, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. You're like supposed to slash then boost? Oh, and there's a... Yeah, there's a Gauf over there. Oops. Yeah, I see you with your outrageously big heat sword. I mean, that's, I just shot him in the back. That's Dom Buster Sword levels of big. So I think he said the Gao was spawning. Usually it spawns up here in the canyon. Yeah. Is the very end. That fucker's dropping bombs on me. It was on the very edge of the area I could go to, so I couldn't jump on top of it.
You must be psychic.
So, Blue Destiny, you...
No, you're a new type. No doubt.
Okay.
Results were beyond expectation. You know what? I think you may be a new type.
So, Sniper 2, we have to fight a line of guys after we take out the Gao. Blue Destiny, much superior unit. Only one was created. Super destructive. It's fine, just kill the Gao. But anyway, folks, that was that. You know what? Screw it, I'll do it on camera. I'm having fun. And this one should only take, like, maybe 8 minutes. I then need to go grab my laundry, and then we'll start Zeon. Well, at least finish up Zeon, because I've already theoretically started it. Oh, hey, it's later in the day this time. Is this because we just did Canyon and that screws up the game sometimes? Like, I was told one of the tricks for the one of the Zeon units you get is to go in as a Federation player, demolish all the walls, save and exit, and go do it as a whatever mobile suit you're trying to do it as. And for some reason, all the walls would still be demolished. I think I started to do the boost slash, and then I went into boosting. I'm not quite sure. Hey, I did it. I think I did it. Alright. Yeah. 2 Hygogs are... Oh, they spawned over here this time. Usually they spawn in the top right corner. Oh no, more Zaku's and Gauf. I think Hygogs might be next in the corner. And I'll check after this if there's different like textures for the Blue Destiny. I'm trying to think of the correct word. It's like it's not really a costume. I guess a different model would be the most exact. Yeah, it's not really a costume, but it is an alternate costume. All at the same time. Yeah, take my my 90mm machine gun in the back. Don't turn around or anything. Don't worry, it's just your friend shooting you in the back with his Zaku 1. Though the Zaku 1 used 105mm, not a 90. Okay, yeah. I was trying to boost slash again. Like, I get it sometimes, and then I don't get it others. But then again, that's with most melee in this game. I just can't figure it out. I will say, though, unsurprisingly, Blue Destiny, best unit in the game. I'm assuming Alex is fun, too, but, you know, we're about to unlock that, so it should be fine. I'm still sad at how bad the ground Gundam is in this. And I know somebody did tell me that the ground Gundam is like the greatest thing known to man. But the only thing I was good at it was like knocking people down and then getting up and meleeing them while they're on the floor. It was very awkward. Oh, hey, some Hygogs. I still don't have those in the gallery for some reason. I'm assuming I have to unlock them in the Zeon campaign. I did get the Garma Zaku, though. I actually went through story mode and, you know, beat Garma in combat and then actually beat the story. Which, I gotta say, Hyper Hammer does make Zoc super easy. And fun. Oops, I was already using my sword. I meant to use that again. I just Zantetsuken that guy. I landed on top of him, cut him in half, and then moved away. Fuck yeah. Oh, and of course there's a guy in the middle of the base again. Zaku, Dom, or Gauf, and Gauf. Actually, that was an MSM0, so that was a Zigok, not a Gauf. Yeah, let's defy physics with our jumps. Damn it, he knows the strategy. He's moving lazily to the left. I'd really appreciate actually targeting the Zigok. Instead of the Gauf, who's like half across the stage now. Is that 30%? It looks more like 40 to me. Fine, fuck you. Damn it! Moving slightly to the left while I was chasing you. Oh, hey, there's still one guy left, or two guys left. Should I let this guy scratch me so that we can use the exam? And what are you, Saku? Oh no, Zigok or Hygog again. Oh. I was actually gonna let him hit me, but I didn't think the machine gun would kill him. Alright then.
You must be psychic.
Apparently I didn't miss anything.
Results were beyond expectation. You know what? I think you may be a new type. The Earth Federation has successfully developed a new version of the Gundam. I can't give you any of the details yet, but it appears to have been developed specifically for use by new types. From what I've seen, I think that you've got what it takes to operate one of those. Let's see if you can.
Yes, because a lieutenant in a supply corps would be able to make that decision. He's also dead. Because that wasn't developed till, you know, December. But anyway, folks, that'll be that. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. We got the Alex battle next, which we are totally using Blue Destiny for. Anyway, folks, good night.